Hey everybody, how's it going today? So, in front of me here, I have two different types of knife sharpeners. I have the very most rudimentary knife sharpener. This has two pieces of sharpening devices in here, files, I guess you could call it. They're in a V shape, they're fixed, you can't move those back and forth. And what you do with this is you just gently, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on this because it works very well with just a little bit of pressure. And you just pull this back across the blade, or the blade across the file here. And all it does is it knocks down the burrs, basically scrapes the burrs off and sharpens the blade. And it puts a very, very nice blade or edge on the blade here. Now this is just a cheap dollar store knife. So this edge is not going to last a long time just because it's such a cheap knife. Now the other one here, I'm not going to do a lot with these because you're supposed to soak these for 20 minutes in water before you use these. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to run through this. This has 4 different grits that you can utilize. It's got 400 grit here, and then 1,000, and then 3,000 and 8,000. Now the 400 grit is to knock down the big burrs, basically do the hard work of the sharpening agent. And the agent is these stones here. And the 1,000 polishes it a little bit. The 3,000 polishes it even more. And the 8,000 really puts a nice shine on the edge. And on a good knife, it'll put a good edge on it for an extended period of time, as long as you steel it often and don't cut things like cardboard or smash it on the countertop or something. And the way this works, by the way, this device here, you're actually supposed to slide this on the back of the knife like this and then use that as a guide. I believe this one is at 18 degrees. I spent a lot of time in restaurants. I'm actually, I'm trained in classic French cooking, and I spent a lot of time in restaurants. I sharpened a lot of knives. I like doing it without. So what you do is you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either just go across real gently across the blade or the stone like this with the blade, going back and forth, or you can go like this. You got to be careful that you keep your blade at the right degrees. That's where this thing here, little thing here, is going to come into play. And again, when this is wet, it allows more stuff to come off, and it allows the stone to do more work. In other words, it's going to do a better job of polishing and cleaning. Now, the other thing that comes with this particular setup here is a stroping leather. And the way you use this is you hook it onto, say, like a drawer handle or something like that, and you polish the blade with your leather. Now, there's a wax that you can put on here. And basically what this does is the burrs have already been knocked down with the stone, and what this does is it puts a polish and really, really puts a nice edge on the blade here. And if you want to, you can, before you use the leather, you can steel it like this. And what that does is when you sharpen a knife, it creates a little burr on one side or the other. And steeling it straightens that burr out, and then polishing it just puts a shine on that burr and really makes it sharp. So, like I said, this is just a cheap dollar store knife. It's got a very nice edge on it right now. But you know, in 10 minutes after cooking a few or cutting a few vegetables or whatnot, it may not last real long. A real good Hinkle's knife or a Forstner or something like that, it's going to have a steel that is going to hold a blade or an edge a lot longer than this knife here. So there you have it. 2 different types of sharpening devices for your knives. Both do a very good job. Both are excellent. This one here is a lot more portable and faster and easier to use. It's a real quick fix, whereas this one here is going to take some time. Again, you need to soak these for 20 minutes before you use them, and you want to take your time so that you get a good edge on your knife, get a good polish, and then stroke it when you're done. So there you have it. 2 different types of sharpeners for your knives. Fantastic. They both do a great job. Hope you got something out of this video. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. Catch you later, everybody. Cheers.